Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
What if one of the most talked about moments in the fashion world this season was not just about clothing, lighting, or design, but about the quiet, almost unnoticed energy between two familiar faces seated just a few meters apart under the brightest cameras of the night? In an industry where every glance is analyzed and every gesture is replayed thousands of times online, a single appearance can quickly turn into a global conversation. That is exactly what happened when Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning were both seen attending a highly anticipated fashion showcase, each stepping into the spotlight with a sense of calm confidence, yet somehow drawing even more attention when they were placed in close proximity during the event. What began as a simple evening of style and artistry slowly evolved into something far more intriguing for fans and observers alike, as subtle interactions, shared smiles, and natural ease between them began to dominate the conversation far beyond the runway itself. And as the night unfolded, it became clear that this was not just another celebrity appearance, but a moment people would continue to replay, question, and emotionally invest in long after the final model left the stage. The atmosphere at the fashion event was nothing short of extraordinary, with the venue transformed into a glowing display of modern design and artistic expression. Every seat in the front row carried significance, reserved for guests whose influence extended across entertainment and culture. Zhao Lusi arrived in a look that immediately captured attention, not through excess, but through its refined elegance and soft, yet commanding presence. Her style seemed carefully aligned with the theme of the night, blending contemporary fashion with a timeless sense of grace. Shortly after, Liu Yuning appeared in a contrasting yet subtly harmonious ensemble that reflected both confidence and understated sophistication. While each of them stood out individually, it was the visual balance between their styles that quietly drew attention from photographers and fashion critics alike. Without any need for overt coordination, their presence together created a kind of unspoken rhythm that felt almost cinematic under the runway lights. As the show progressed, attention gradually shifted from the catwalk to the front row, where the two stars were seated within close distance. Observers noted that their behavior appeared relaxed and natural, as if the cameras and audience around them had faded into the background. At moments during the presentation, they were seen leaning slightly towards one another, exchanging brief comments that often ended in soft smiles or knowing expressions. These were not dramatic gestures, but rather small, human moments that felt spontaneous and unforced. In an environment often defined by strict image control, such natural ease stood out even more, encouraging fans to read deeper meaning into every interaction. Whether intentional or simply the result of familiarity, their comfort in each other's presence became one of the most discussed aspects of the evening. Throughout the night, fashion critics continued to highlight the strength of the individual styles on display. Yet online discussions were increasingly focused on the dynamic between the two celebrities. Cameras occasionally captured moments where one would subtly turn towards the other during key segments of the show, or where a brief exchange of words would lead to shared laughter. These fragments, when pieced together by viewers online, created a narrative that felt larger than the event itself. In the age of instant sharing and slow-motion replays, even the smallest detail can take on amplified meaning, and this occasion was no exception. the audience at home watching through screens rather than in the venue began constructing their own interpretations of what they were seeing, blending observation with imagination in a way that is now common in modern celebrity culture. Yet beyond speculation, what remained undeniable was the atmosphere of ease that surrounded both appearances. There was no sense of forced performance in their interactions, no visible distance that often characterizes highly managed public events. Instead, what stood out was a quiet familiarity, the kind that naturally draws curiosity without requiring explanation. In a setting designed to highlight individuality and artistic expression, their subtle connection became an unexpected focal point, shifting attention from fashion alone to something more emotionally resonant. It was not about confirmation or denial of anything beyond the event itself, but rather about the way human presence can sometimes shift the energy of an entire room without a single word being spoken. As the runway reached its final moments and the event gradually moved towards closure, the conversations surrounding it had already begun to extend far beyond fashion critique. Social media platforms filled with clips, screenshots, and personal interpretations of what had been witnessed. Some viewers focused on styling and design innovation, while others became absorbed in the quieter narrative unfolding in the front row. This duality is what often defines modern celebrity moments, where art, appearance, and perceived emotion intersect in ways that are both powerful and unpredictable. Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning, whether intentionally or not, became central figures in this layered experience, representing both the glamour of the industry and the human curiosity that follows it. And perhaps that is what makes moments like these so compelling. They exist in a space between reality and interpretation, where what is seen is only part of the story, and what is felt becomes just as important as what is proven. The fashion show itself was a celebration of creativity, vision, and design, yet the lasting impression it left on many viewers was shaped just as much by the subtle interactions observed off the runway. In that balance between spectacle and intimacy, between performance and authenticity, lies the reason why this particular evening continues to circulate across discussions and digital platforms, long after the lights have dimmed and the guests have moved on. If you have followed this story with us on Update X 24 Hours, thank you for staying with us until the end. We truly appreciate your time, your attention, and the thoughtful way you engage with these unfolding moments from the world of entertainment and fashion. Our goal has always been to bring you stories that feel alive, that invite reflection, and that connect you with the wider cultural conversations happening around the world. If you enjoyed this breakdown, we warmly invite you to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new update. There is always another story waiting just around the corner, another moment that might spark curiosity or conversation, and we would love to share it with you when it arrives. Stay with us for more updates, and as always, thank you for watching and being part of this journey with Update X 24 Hours.